Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to World Cinema Reviews. This is Frank the Vamp, and I got another great edition of another awesome movie. This time, we're going to Hong Kong for the 1999 Wicked Ghost. And Wicked Ghost is actually a pretty darn cool movie in the Chinese tradition. A lot of tradition in there, where it means that it's not like American in the fact that American takes things that are cliched or stored in the past, movies that have been made, and things, and actual supernatural mysticism and belief. It's not done all the time, but in the Chinese movies, truly they take their own traditional belief about ghosts, vampires, and different supernatural beings that exist in their realm, and they constantly make movies about it. And I completely enjoy this. And this is another one great example. This movie was directed back 1999 by director Leon Honghua, starring Francis Nhi, Pinyin is NG, Gigi Lai, and Gabriel Harrison. And right off the bat, there's this movie I really enjoyed. There's one bad aspect that I didn't care much, and it takes a lot from the movie, unfortunately. Maybe this is what this movie is actually pretty good. Could have been great. It doesn't have particularly great acting. The In fact, most of the actors are either adequate to not very good. I don't say they're terrible, but the way they're acting in a horror movie, they should really know better, and some of them are just going like la 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 la, which it drives me crazy. But definitely one actor that cannot be blamed for this is Francis New. So Francis is just this great actor who's been in movies with the great Stephen Chow and Jet Li. Also, he's the winner of the famed Golden Horse Acting Award. And if you know anything about Asian cinema, the Golden Horse in China is to win like the Oscars or something like that. So yeah, he did it for the movie called The Mission, which unfortunately I haven't seen. If I get to see that movie, perhaps and it's not a horror movie, I think so. But if it's great enough, I may want to talk about it here, which I'm sure it is. But anyways, let's talk about the plot of this movie. So at first, it scared me a little bit because it starts going into like kind of the realm around the ring. Because remember, this is around that time when the ring was huge in Asia, Ringu, and you got all this, you got the American remake later and all the stuff. But no, I mean they actually make a very fine joke where they want to make you think that it's gonna go around like the ring, but it doesn't, which I think is a plus for this movie. Great directing. That's one thing that I gotta say. Also, the Leon Honghua did a great job here with what he had, and basically the movie stars five friends that go. They're just drinking and doing something stupid, which actually that's how a lot of horror films begin, and telling you that don't contact the dead when you're blessed. Well, just don't contact the dead, man. It's just only is gonna go bad. So, well, these five friends go to this friend's apartments and say, hey, let's play with the supernatural. So they all grab this cup of water and they start giving a little bit of blood, ew, of each into it, and they're all supposed to drink from it. Not very, ugh. Anyways, they were supposed to drink from it, and also they got a little thing of burning actual oil from a dead body going on so that they all can inhale it. This is bringing the actual Chinese, dark magic to contact the supernatural. And of course, one of the friends is a scaredy cat. That would have been me if I would have been in that situation. I tell you, I would have get the f out of there, man. I would not stay. But the dude stay. He says like, oh, His girlfriend wants to do it, but he says, "Oh, I'm just gonna be playing cards in the other room, dude. I just don't want no part of this crap." So he goes to the other room and then starts noticing weird things happening. And then when he sees this awful ghost there, and then he freaks out and he interrupts the situation, turns it off, and says, "Guys, you guys are crazy. I just, you guys stop this crap. You guys are gonna kill that ghost is gonna kill us." So the ghost, and most of them, actually, they mention the ghost, but it's a different ghost than the one he sees. It's a different color, which is kind of odd. But right when all that's happening, then there's a scene where they one guy goes to the bathroom and comes back and says there's a ghost there. When they go there, they just see the guy that just came out of the bathroom. Like, how can I explain this? Is the guy who went in there is dead in the tub, and that freaks everybody out. Then they come out, and they see that the guy is not in the tub. He's on the floor with a heart attack. So it's a very freaky moment. You just got to see it. It's actually quite scary. Um, well, the rest involved slowly start to die in different ways, mostly through hallucinations brought up by the other ghosts. And Ming, of course, the protagonist, um, is by the way, Ming is played by Gabriel Harrison, not by Francis Ng, which Francis knew. He plays another role, which we're gonna talk about in a moment. So he wants to save his girlfriend. He wants to save the rest of his friends. He doesn't want everybody to die. So he contacts his older sister, who is friends with this drama teacher called Famo, which is played by the great Francis New, and he steals the show, man. This drama teacher, he knows about the supernatural. He starts investigating, and his investigations led him to find out that there's this ghost. Is from this woman named Cho, who was a Cantonese opera star, was wrongly framed by her husband as a cheater. She accuses her as a cheater, so that she's killed. Because we're talking about this happened somewhere in the ancient times, where you if you were a woman cheating, they'll kill you, they stone you to death and stuff like that. And she was wrongly blamed and gets brutally murdered. That way, that dude can be free. So her ghost is sort of like the Japanese is an unreal ghost with a vengeful ghost, and basically everybody who touches it or gets contaminated by her spirit will suffer her curse. And very traditional. There are genuinely creepy scenes. There's one when they go to the village of the woman where 66 people died because of her curse, and they go to the shrine, the temple, and there's all those people there. Ming goes there, and then he sees all the people just kneeling. It's kind of the weird dead thing with the little seals. There's the Chinese believe that they do some writings and they put it on some ghost that will seal the ghost for a certain amount that he can't hurt you or something like that. And it's really creepy, man. There's really involving. There's underwater scenes that are really creepy. Overall, this is just very. I just like the Taoism religion, belief of the supernatural and all that. Things are just fairly entirely too creepy, man. I definitely recommend you to watch this movie. It had a couple of sequels which I haven't seen, but I may be able, depending on how many views I get, guys. If you guys enjoy this, just let me know. And I'll do more. Um, I I definitely would say that this is a movie you should watch. It's not as great as other Chinese movies I've reviewed. Definitely not as great as Dumplings, um, which is part of the Three Extremes trilogy. You know, but which is by Fruit Chan, which is an awesome director. Um, but I will say that this is it's a pretty good one. So watch it if you have a chance. What's next on this channel? Well, we got American Werewolf in London. I'm still working on. I'm, you know, I'm still going to do Santo contra las momias de Guanajuato, which is Samson against the mummies of Guanajuato, uh, which is uh, which is Spanish cheesy horror. Which I hope, and this is an ambitious project that I have that I wanted to bring up, because anyone who's of Mexican descent can certainly appreciate El Santo, which the saint is this dude who was one unbelievable Mexican wrestler. But Mexican wrestlers are revered in certain way, and they kind of get superhero status. But anyways, that's another movie. That's another video. So guys, if you like this video, you know, like it. If you didn't like, well, tell me why you like it. If you didn't like it, tell me why you didn't like it. Comment, and subscribe, please. You know, I'm counting on you guys. I'm making all these videos. I want you guys to watch it. I think I got a lot to say, and if you guys want me to, I can talk forever. So take care, guys. God bless you. See you in my next video.